Hello.
Commercials.
Fuck!
So
God
we're starting
damn it!
straight off with commercials, are we?
Zach, you're gonna be crucified at this rate.
Oh, believe
Oh,
me,
wow.
Will.
So, the Panzercast, Episode 3, with USSRYuri, Striker2521, and Zach56. And the surprise guest, who has not showed up yet. That is why it's a surprise, so...
Uh,
Go figure, eh?
So, I'm making sure my mic is on. It'd be extremely unfortunate if it weren't. So yes. Right. Topics.
Really, we're not prepared.
Yeah, we were not. Jesus Christ, guys. We were talking about topics before we started
US
the
and
stream.
Russia pounding ISIS. That was one of them.
Yeah, the U.S. and apparently ISIS are reporting that the ISIS second-in-command was just taken out by a bomb.
Well, that's usually the way to go. They look like a very small point in a TV camera, and then they get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then we'll lose the
Then
sight.
you see they're on the toilet.
We see them static.
Zamir, what happened to Abdul? He's over there, and over there.
Rest in pieces, Abdul.
Zach, the problem is how that would work out there. It would be an outhouse, so I'm pretty sure the bomb would just force him into the underground tank.
Ew.
Oh,
That'd be a very shitty way to die.
I see what you did there.
I'm going to hell for that.
Sure.
Yuri, we were going to hell from the start.
Yep, you're all joining me.
Yuri, that happened the first time we walked in on Evo streaming art.
Did we get a discount price because of this?
No, but you get to sit at the table I have reserved.
Awesome.
Booze included?
No,
Fuck.
Oh,
that's
God.
paid. You gotta pay for that. I get it for free, but you have to pay. But yeah, this is, I lost count of how many top brass for ISIS have been blown to hell.
Yeah, everybody has lost count. In fact, if you go by the accounts of several members of the coalition, especially the Iraqis, the top brass in ISIS, Abdul al-Baghdadi, if I got the name right, he's probably been injured and killed about 3 times so far. So
What is he, a Highlander?
In the second.
there can only be one, so no, it's impossible because I know that I am the Highlander.
Shut up, Panzer, I'm the Highlander.
No,
And
I am.
Also have to remember, how many times did they claim they killed Bin Laden before they finally actually killed him?
Did they claim?
3,
many
4
times.
times, I think.
Yeah, 4 or 5 times. Then he went underground, then it took a SEAL team killing him. I think it's going to take the same thing to kill these guys.
I heard that they then carpet bombed the compound afterwards.
No, the compound. You mean the
No,
compound?
they blew up the helicopter to damage the fuck out of it.
Yeah, kinda. From what I heard, the US was subtle enough to use a B-52.
That's... What, was it a stealth B-52? That's the question.
No.
Do you even know what a stealth B-52 is?
It's just the stealth bomber, like the coating on the stealth bomber put onto a B-52.
No. Hang on. I found the picture.
Oh shit, that's a thing?
Yeah, hang on. I have
Hey,
the
picture?
somewhere.
Yes.
Oh dude, that's cool.
Let me find it. Where do I have it stored? So, probably have it on my phone too.
But yeah, back to the main point. Yeah, another one bites the dust.
Just like
Don't you
the
dare do
Queen
anything
song.
copyrighted.
It was a perfect opportunity for some Queen music. Can we sing it at least?
But it's copyrighted, and this is live, and people are gonna hear us, and Duke is here, apparently.
He
What?
is?
He is?
Hi, Duke.
Duke!
I came to relieve.
Duke!
Turns out we got a special guest now. A real one.
Surprise! So that means I have to edit the bloody background picture to include Duke now, so...
Just put the picture of the cat on.
Grumpy cat? I mean... I don't have a picture of the grumpy cat. Shit!
So yeah,
Is this loud enough?
yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Zach, get a better mic. I mean, Zach, Duke, get a better mic.
I can barely hear him.
I'm not sure why my mic is always so quiet.
You should change that in your internal settings.
No, it's on max volume.
Oh, really?
I have 3 different mic volume settings, and they're all on 100.
Maybe you're just
Wow.
really quiet.
Maybe
Or it's his computer.
it's my T. It might be my sound card. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or perhaps it's
Well, I mean,
your
like, you
very
installed it.
soft
You
voice.
should change it. Anyways, we were just talking about how the second in command of ISIS just got completely blown up.
Oh, who
Reportedly.
did the dirty deed?
A U.S. JDAM.
Yay!
America,
America.
knowing America.
Celebrate.
So
Who's
yeah,
the
but they
drink?
never really learn, these ISIS terrorists. I mean, they think they can live a life of bombing and trying to conquer up cities, but they never can with the fact that the Americans will just go America on their asses sooner or later.
Also, the
If
fact
Alan's
that America has the largest nuclear weapon stockpile in the world.
Yeah, but they're never gonna use it, I think.
Shh. A man can dream.
We're never going to use it now under our current administration.
Yeah, you never know. Yuri might become president
Yeah.
Who?
after he gets deported.
Oh, right, me. Yeah. Hey, America. What do you think about fireworks?
I'm all for it.
Who knows what Putin will do next to provoke the Americans to shoot nukes at each other.
He stepped on my foot. How dare he?
He called my dog a son of a bitch. How dare he?
Launch the nuke! Burn
Where's he
them all! I think we literally just exhausted the topic.
Yeah, well,
You're saying
there are not many.
Topic.
There are not many
40th
details really we
birthday.
can take because
Not
more
yet.
often than not, usually when the Americans bomb a target, there is not much left of it afterwards.
Nothing left.
And
to
usually
talk
they have
about.
a shit ton of pictures put in front of the White House.
Yeah,
Yep.
this is a case about the Americans torpedoing our own topic when we try to talk about it. Here we are trying to talk about the second in command of ISIS, and then the U.S. Air Force just boom.
Aha!
What's up?
Found it.
Thanks, America. Wait, no. Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama. Hey.
Oh, hey, Zach finally found the.
Yes. Just exactly.
What did Zach do now?
Check the Skype chat.
Oh, I need to put this on the recording.
God bless you, Zach.
You're welcome.
This stealth system is very valid.
Wow, America. You're holding out on us.
Wait until you see our weather balloons.
Oh yeah, I think one flew by not too long ago.
I noticed the ones behind don't have these stealth systems incorporated just yet.
Oh
they
my
made one.
god.
Sadly, the cloud saw through its disguise and shot it down.
Okay, that was actually worth taking 1,000 points of damage in this match just to see that image.
Oh, by the way, Striker's playing Armored Warfare.
Tonk, tonk.
Boom, boom.
Thanks for the tank god.
Yeah, currently Armored Warfare is in the open beta. You should all download it at aw.my.com and
You got a good
have some
potato.
fun. Yeah, make sure your computer can handle it too. Panzers
No,
can't because
Not
fuck hard.
computer, I'm talking about potatoes.
Yes,
And
because
you
your
can't, 'cause
computer's
it's a
run
fuck
on potatoes.
Yeah, so Panzer's broke.
Shut up.
I mean, there's a reason Panzer has friggin' French fries every night.
Oh, that'd be good, but at the same time would be bad because then you get really tired of them.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think college students feel going to college, Yuri? That's usually all they eat.
Actually, no, not Canadian college students.
Depends on which one you go to, Yuri. My college had French fries on the menu every single day.
Well, my sister only had KD and all that her first year. The true Canadian way to live.
If it was true Canadian, to be maple syrup, Yuri.
Shh. It's true Canadian because America doesn't have craft dinner.
Well, I'd say actually, true Canadian would have been a full course breakfast with Canadian back bacon and maple syrup.
Oh, now I want that. Oh.
I know. I haven't been able to get my hands on a decent thing of back bacon in so long.
I need to get some fucking bacon in here. Okay, next topic.
Yeah, because we started talking about the second in command of ISIS getting blown up, and now we're talking about bacon, which is oddly, it's oddly very appropriate. Bacon always makes everything better.
And
Mm-hmm.
Next topic,
Next topic.
was still ISIS, I believe. It was actually
No.
Yes.
it was the
Yes.
U.S. Navy.
Yeah. What about the U.S. Navy?
As some of you would know, recently the U.S. Navy celebrated 240 years of active duty. So congratulations to you guys.
Happy birthday, you bloody squids!
I'm not
Shut
impressed.
up, you groundy!
The Royal Navy is older than that, so
I
much
thought
older.
the Marines were the squids.
I thought the Royal Marines were the guys that kicked Argentina out.
Whoa.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Hit the deck, boys. I'm firing shots.
You're forcing me to mute you
Until
and
Japan
put
comes
the
back out to Major Navy
Malvinas
power and
Marcha.
kill Pearl Harbor again.
Yeah, congratulations to the U.S. Navy for their long, outstanding work.
240 years of kicking ass around the world.
And taking names.
Still,
I thought they cared
Brits are
about the
better
names
at
that shot them in the face.
So yeah.
so that's the topic.
Now we're just gonna talk about the U.S. Navy, I guess.
And rail cannons.
Hey, we're experts at waffling.
We are. Would you like some Belgian waffles?
Yes, please.
No, this is just the time where we talk about the U.S. Navy warships that are currently in service, because we have nothing else to talk about.
Oh, come on, it's not a topic.
Totally not a topic.
No, I mean, so yeah, what about the U.S. Navy? The biggest navy in the world, bigger than all
Bigger
the
than
world's
World War
navies combined.
During World War II, it actually made the Royal Navy during the early colonizational period of the British look tiny in comparison.
You know, the funny thing is, back during World War II, the U.S. Army had more ships than the U.S. Navy.
Yeah.
Granted, they were not warships, but still.
The Merchant Navy.
Huzzah.
We could always talk about the Mongolian Navy. Oh boy.
They have a navy?
They
No, they
do?
don't.
They have two patrol trolleys.
Oh, so they basically got a Mexican navy. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, shots fired.
Oh, that's
Yes,
not
I went
too
there.
nice. That's not too nice, since the Mexicans do have some navy, but the navy.
What about the
nonetheless.
Argentinian
Rubber
navy?
dinghies with the 50 cal on them.
Well,
Hey,
everyone
Panzer,
needs-
how's your navy?
Not doing so great. We got ships sinking on port. The last time, I think it was last year or a couple of years ago, one of the main ships of the Navy, began
What
flooding, in the port, and I think it's still sitting there on the bottom. There's no budget.
Argentina really needs
More
money.
ships from us?
Yeah, it's not like we don't have money. We just spend it in other things, like
MiGs?
mix. We're
I've
not
made
buying
a
mix.
mistake.
Oh, Jesus, I would love if we were buying mix or Sukhois, Russian stuff, even if it's not the best stuff, but still, Russian weapons.
I'm more F-15s.
No, but the current administration is putting more money on, let's call it social security. But yeah, I would call it more accurately. It would be social bribes so that the people would vote for them in the next election.
Go figure.
Yeah, and trust me, if you think that happens in the U.S. and it's pretty bad, over here in Argentina, it's a nightmare. Like really, a whole chunk of the budget goes to people who don't really work, don't really feel like working, don't know really how to do most works.
Working.
They just
In other words, we'll become just like you if Bernie Sanders gets elected.
Feel the burn.
I don't know about anything about Bernie Sanders, but I suppose I'll take your word
He's
for
a
it.
communist.
You're a communist.
No, you are a communist.
Shut up.
You know
I'm
what?
Soviet. There's
you
a
know-
We're
difference.
all communists.
You know what this Panzercast needs? It needs
What?
some McCarthyism.
Mm.
Resurrect McCarthy. Let the witch hunt begin.
Huzzah!
Panzer's a communist. Let's arrest him.
Hey, what? Do you have any evidence?
It's McCarthyism, remember?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
By the way, we have Ian AGB on the chat here on the live stream. Hey, Ian.
Hey.
Oh yeah, back on the topic of the U.S. Navy, they're screwing themselves again.
Ow.
Oh, they turned over the laser project to the British. Now it's actually working.
Wait. You're telling me the Americans were developing the laser? Are we talking about the railgun? Sorry, the laser or the railgun?
The anti-cruise
MS
missile laser.
Oh,
yeah,
that
Panzer
one.
the AA and anti-missile laser system.
Yeah,
Roger
the one
that.
that they can put on jumbo jets.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, they-
so.
They now gave it the British. British made a targeting system, and the British actually did a live fire test that worked very successfully recently.
Nice.
How come whenever the U.S. gives people something, they just make it better?
I don't know.
Well, the laser was U.S. made. The targeting system and all the other shit came from the British.
Yeah.
There's a.
So I call it more of a British project because without the proper targeting shit, the laser'd be useless.
Yeah,
Mhm.
true. Yeah, well, but I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but there's a very awful trend in the U.S. military industry to do shit that either doesn't work or it's deliberately faulty. The F-35 program being perhaps the best example so far. But again,
Well, actually, it's mostly the Air Force and Navy that have that problem.
Yeah.
unfortunately, because they have the biggest budgets.
Well, yeah, they
The
kinda
Navy
need it.
actually has the biggest budget because they have the new nuclear-powered carriers that just came out of the friggin' biggest things in the world.
Yep.
Hmm.
But the Air Force has no excuse, really. The Navy, I can understand because they're spending most of that money on maintaining the nuclear carriers that they have. But the Air Force, come the
This
fuck
is not
on.
maintaining. This is building new ones.
Well, yeah, that's right, like that too. They're building new ones and mothballing the older ones, but the ones that they're keeping, it's like maintaining the new ones and maintaining the old ones. That's a lot of money.
Huh.
Yeah, they should sell some of the carriers. Argentina could use 1 or 2 or 3.
Why not Canada? We bought a bunch of your carriers before.
Yeah.
And Britain.
And you sold them all.
Because we couldn't operate them anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what?
Do not trust Canadians.
We'll
with
give them to
weapons.
China.
China?
Yes.
In all honesty, I don't know why the Americans are so desperate to build a near 1,500 meter long carrier.
Because we're competing with the Russians.
You already have the most carriers out of all NATO navies combined.
Somebody has to pick up the rest of you guys' slack.
You
Those
picked up
countries
enough,
don't
and you
need
kept
70
going.
for a massive carrier fleet.
Power distribution.
Hell, at
course.
the very least, Japan has a large number of carriers, but they're all helicopter carriers.
Yeah.
And therefore useless.
Actually, for maritime operations and peaceful operations, I'd rather assault carriers than fleet carriers.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Because that way, with assault
Oh,
carriers,
fuck.
you can have troops on them.
Fuck!
You can have them on fleet carriers too.
The
Granted,
problem
not
is,
as much.
carrier, it's a lot harder to maintain.
True.
Hmm.
Not to mention the amount of crew and the sheer size of the damn thing. A fleet carrier that can carry jets has to be over 1,000 meters in length.
Yep.
So, yeah, they're bigger ships. So, but yeah, going back a little on the topic of the lasers and railguns, that's actually kind of like the coolest shit the U.S. military's been working on recently. Like it's seriously the weapons of the future.
Weapons with Mach 3 capable projectiles. Hell, even Mach 8 maybe.
Yeah. The battleship will rise again.
No, it won't. It'll just get farther and
Actually,
farther.
it will. If that laser system comes to reality,
Laser
that's
shell
when
or
we're
laser
tearing
system
apart
versus
any
like
jet
a
and
Mach 8.
jet-borne munition. So then it's going to come back to an old slug-it-out gunfight.
Well, if lasers become the standard of naval warfare, I could pretty much see how cruise missiles, anti-ship missiles, AA missiles could suddenly become obsolete.
Basically, Panzer, this laser is going to null and void all air-based weaponry.
It'll basically bring like ships like the Atlanta back, like anti-aircraft, anti-anything defense cruisers.
Yeah, and then it's going to come back to them rebuilding or re-equipping the Iowa and the Missouri back into service.
That I want to see.
Assuming
Well,
that
they
laser
already
systems,
Imagine those two with
They're actually
rail
at battle
cannons.
readiness, so it wouldn't shock me.
assuming that artillery shells from big guns wouldn't be able to be intercepted by lasers as well.
Probably not Panzer,
No.
because they'll go on parabolic trajectories, which will be harder for a AMS to track when you try and track a jet and a missile.
Might be, but remember that some modern AA systems, like the Israeli, what was the name? The Iron
Phalanx.
Dome, can also, not only do they track rockets, but also mortar rounds. And those go on hyperbolic trajectories.
Those go a lot slower than a 16-inch cell.
Yeah, but
Hell,
it's still...
the Iron Dome can even track shitty homemade missiles.
think of it this way. Something that's going Mach 3 or Mach 4,
Or Mach 8.
yeah, even that, is going to be a lot harder to track than a missile which is barely going Mach 1.
And you also got to remember, the missile's going to put off an easier signature to track than a 16-inch cannon shell.
Yeah.
Not to mention, you'll have friggin' nine of them raining down on you on a spread. And if you got both battleships together, no laser system can stop 2 full battleships raining that much firepower on your head.
Except the submarine.
True. Yeah, I would see. Yeah, that can be something interesting. I would see the submarine becoming more of a frontline combat ship than it is currently.
Back big time if they can't rely on air power and missiles anymore.
Yeah.
I get the feeling we're going to go back to World War II era days before the aircraft carriers took center stage.
Slugging it out at shotgun range.
Or in the case of Yamato from like 10 miles away.
Well, Yamato had the largest guns on any ship.
18.1s, I can't remember. No, yeah, 17.3, because Super Yamato was going to have the 18s.
Let me interrupt you guys for a little minute. Ian is asking on what about trophy systems at Nickrax, who I believe is, well, not I believe, I can see from the chat here, he's from Tandil in Argentina. Hey, fellow Argentine.
And he wants to know about flying carriers.
He's asking about
like Shield?
About helicarriers, like from Marvel, or are we talking more about the
I think he means the Izumi class.
No. Aeronaval ships. There were only one type of aeronaval ships. And it's a thing that the enemy sorely lacks.
Zeppelins!
Really? Nobody?
Yeah, really.
Get it?
Yeah.
Get it? Get it? Zeppelins?
Get it? Got it.
Hey, you don't think that shit is copyrighted, is it?
No.
No.
No? Well, because I got the videos. But no, I'm not gonna put that on the live stream.
You bastard.
So
Episode 6
trophy
coming soon.
system. With the trophy system, I think it's fairly limited in what it can actually do.
Yeah, it's got an effective.
It's
it
more
depends on the
for
ammunition.
it's more for anti-tank defense, anti-tank missile defense. Sorry.
I think the system's called APDS or something. Or no, ADS, Active Denial Systems. They're commonplace in a lot of tanks.
Yeah.
It's a explosive type charge on a main frame with a ballistics computer that can track and locate, like let's say RPGs or something like that coming in. And when it tracks it, it'll fire off a projectile that'll explode, I think, in the air. It's kind of like an anti-cruise missile. It'll explode in the air, and the shrapnel will detonate the warhead.
Yeah.
But
The biggest problem with the trophy is its range and the limited amount of coverage it can do.
yeah, you're better off with just a bunch of C-rams or something like that.
Yeah, because the biggest flaw with a trophy system, you aim too low on the armored vehicle's body, the trophy can't stop it.
Yeah, so just think about a battleship.
Especially where there's hull restrictions where they can put the trophy like a Challenger.
Yeah. With the battleship, a C-ram or something like that, it would be able to maybe like shoot below below the waterline, since it's on a high pedestal mount and has full 360-degree coverage.
Exactly.
Also, it's a fucking Gatling gun. Why not?
Yeah, they could put a CIWS.
Yeah.
So, next topic.
We don't really have any.
I don't know.
Aeon's asking about Era armor. Explosive reactive armor, it won't actually... I don't think it would help a battleship or any type of naval craft at all.
No, anti-ship missiles, artillery shells, those are just too big to make ERA any effective. And you would need a lot of it. And then if you have a lot of it, you make the ship heavier.
Too expensive, too costly, not practical enough for any naval use.
Not to mention that it could affect what's it called? Well, it would increase the radar signature.
No, sonar.
No, sonar is about noise. Ships still get detected mainly by radar, because the shape does tend to leave a signal on the surface of the water.
And since Era is flat and bulky, the ship will become more bulky and squared and not as curved and angled as your modern day, like Arleigh Burke or something like that.
Yep. Still, modern ships don't really have much in the way of armor. Battleships do. Battleships were made to take a punch.
A battleship... a battleship is basically like a vault with guns.
And lots of them.
Don't let the wooden floors trick you. Behind that floor, that lovely floor, lies a shit ton of armor.
Or the powder magazine.
So, next topic, and I actually wanted to talk about this before we started talking about the US Navy, and this was actually about the recent shooting down of a Russian drone in Turkey.
Wait,
It's America's fault.
Nick Rax has another thing. Tesla weaponry.
Tesla weaponry.
I don't think water plus electricity would ever work.
Oh wait, you're talking about that concept of using water as a channel to conduct electricity?
Like arc weaponry or something, I think. I don't know.
Didn't the Mythbusters try to replicate that and found out that it wasn't unpractical as shit?
I think so, yeah.
Maybe.
By the way, I have a very strong suspicion on who Nickrax could be.
Save your suspicions and questions for after the class.
Me.
Nickrax? Are you Doyu?
Mind having a Tesla tower.
Hey, Gyuso!
God damn it, Duke. This is not red alert.
I wouldn't mind.
Dun, dun,
Uh-oh.
dun, 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 dun,
I
dun,
highly...
Probably works better than
Answer, I have a topic to bring up once we're done talking about what we're talking about now.
Hey, if you got a topic, share it. We still got
Topics.
Give it to us.
got some...
Apparently, this happened early October. The U.S. made a royal fuck-up in Afghanistan.
That's news.
They fucked up? Wait. When did them fucking up become news?
A gunship repeatedly bombarded a hospital.
Oh,
yeah,
that one.
Somehow, I don't think that was an accident.
I just saw like a Vice thing right now that says apparently they knew about it.
Screaming at Obama.
What?
This hospital that was bombarded was owned by one of the biggest multinational hospital organizations out there, and now they are screaming at the UN to take action against Obama and make him close everything.
Because the hospital literally pulled out of the AO. And I mean, like, you need your hospitals out there, or else they're fucked.
Yeah. The
Attack killed
organization
22
in question is
Oh,
Medics Sans Frontiers.
It's basically Doctors Without Borders.
It's that.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's Doctors Without Borders. Basically, in the attack, they killed 22 people. 12 were MSF staff, and 10 were patients. And 3 dozen patients and staff were injured.
That's not a good thing to have on the USAAF part. Why the fuck do they need such a confusing name? USAAF. That's not easy to say.
What are you talking about?
USAF.
It's the USAF.
We're actually not
USAAF
talking
is the
about
United States
medics. These are actual
Army
doctors.
Air Forces.
United States.
Air Force.
US.
No, I saw USAAF before.
Yeah, but that's the U.S. Army Air Force, and that is World
Actually,
War
it was
II
the
Air
U.S.
Force.
Army Air Corps.
Ah. Then in that case, that would be USAAC.
Yep. And back then, they actually cared about what they had instead of just wanting to be all zoomies. That's why they're top generals are trying to get rid of the 810.
We need more whooshy whoosh.
That's pretty much it. Why do you think they're pressing so hard for the F-35?
They don't need the F-35. Just
They don't.
upgrade the fucking.
They don't like the 810 because it's so slow.
Upgrade it.
But that's what
They don't want to. They want to get rid of it completely because they hate it because it's not an actual fighter plane.
Yeah, but the
Well,
810
at
is.
this instant, NATO is considering removing the United States out of Afghanistan.
Completely?
Wait, didn't
It's a
Obama?
rumor going around, and apparently they broke 2 major laws. They broke the Geneva Convention.
When haven't they broken that?
Well, they broke, first off, international humanitarian laws and the Geneva Conventions.
Fun.
As if we didn't do that already when Obama had us liberate Libya.
But Zach, here's the thing. Obama is refusing to disclose any information about the operation.
It's probably Obama that.
It's just same old political U.S. bureaucrats.
It was Obama
No.
himself who dropped the bomb. That is the truth.
Here's the thing. It probably was like a direct command by Obama or one of his cronies. Because
It had to be, because according to the information I've got from the, this is coming off change.org, it was actually put up by the Doctors Without Borders itself, that apparently Obama refused to disclose anything, and the information that the hospital has been known by the U.S. for 4 years. It was a deliberate attack.
probably run by Christians.
Nah, I still think it was an accident. Should have happened some war.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
How do you
somebody's
fuck up and not see a big cross on a Jeep?
excuse me,
Even
sir, but
with
somebody has
your-
to play devil's advocate here, so...
Okay,
The
fair
only
enough.
The only way I can see it as an accident is if the fighter pilot or whatever pretty much was in a previous dogfight and had to release or was pretty much in a situation where he didn't have time to confirm whether or not that was the target.
Zach, problem is, according to this, it says they were precise GPS coordinates.
Exactly.
So someone either fucked up
Royally.
or someone fucked up.
So it's either A, a fuck up, or B, an ISIS cell leader was in the building.
Actually, I think we brought this topic up last time.
I don't think we did.
I don't think it happened.
Wait. Hold on. Well, hold on. What if ISIS second in command was in that hospital.
No, he was in a convoy. They confirmed that there was a convoy with the HVT.
Ah, goddammit.
That's the thing about these convoys. They're convoys with kill capture orders.
Yeah,
So,
but anyways,
yeah, they're gonna bomb it because they're lazy.
Yeah, well, anyways, back on the topic of the hospital, I think that, personally, I think it was just an awful accident because often than not, when you have a combat zone, especially in urban scenarios like Kunduz, you often have to get information from the troops on the ground on the position on enemy forces. That has to go to the CO. The CO has to transmit them to the forward operating base. A forward operating base has to transmit them to the Air Force or air support, let's call it. Sometimes, regarding current operations in combat, they may not get intelligence of pre-combat facilities, in this case, a hospital.
Actually, a good example of this is Israel with Hamas and Gaza Strip. Because since they fire their mortars and homemade rockets out of
anywhere
locations that are right next to hospitals and schools and all that, the Israeli army is forced to put those coordinates in and they're forced to bombard it.
And
well, it's logic.
With Israel's situation, it's more like damned if they do, damned if they don't, because the Palestinian forces have continuously broke every single damn treaty that's made.
People say Israel are monsters.
Yeah.
They're defending themselves.
Yeah, but Hamas and Hezbollah are always preparing for the next war, so...
Yeah.
I mean,
personally, if I was Israel, I'd just say, fuck it, and utterly destroy Hamas and Hezbollah, because...
They've tried. And they all sent like an entire battalion of Merkavas through Gaza Strip.
Just take over the damn strip.
Because those two countries have the most advanced anti-air shit in the world.
It's really... Also...
Zach, they've been at each other's throats that long. Their defense lines are that tough, not even the U.S. and the Russians want to deal with them.
Fuck that shit.
Here's an idea. Napalm the ever-living shit out of the place.
Zach, basically, after the Battle of the Golan Heights, they don't want to have anything to do with those two countries anymore.
Yeah. Would you really want to pour resources into a place that's just all war?
Basically, that's what North Korea and South Korea would be like if the U.S. wasn't there.
Yep.
Yep.
Now, North Korea's probably going to behave more because they got a fully militarized Japan right next door to them now, too.
No, they won't.
No, I think Japan's more being like, hey, China, how are you?
Oh, hi there.
Well, technically, they probably go through North Korea first just to get them off the friggin' world.
Oh, yeah, of course. Do us all a favor. Like, why do we even keep that country around?
And with the new stuff Japan's building for their newly militarized form.
Yeah.
Because now they've actually taken the page from the American books and are going for actual assault carriers, which is going to be interesting to see.
Yep. Also, yeah, there's no Unit 731. Or whatever the hell that illegal World War II unit was.
Which one?
I think it's Unit 731.
Unit 731?
Yeah, they did all like the bioweapons and shit like that during
Chem Division, yeah.
Yeah. Hey! POWs! Ever wondered what it's like to have arms on both sides? Or like...
Shock me though if Japan has another Yamato class project on the go.
It wouldn't shock me at all. Hell, go for it.
No, because think about it. Nobody knew about Yamato till it freaking came out of the docks and scared the living shit out of the U.S. fleet. So it would not shock me if they had either a modern-day Yamato or a full-size fleet carrier being built in a hidden dock.
Oh, I fucking want them to. That'd be awesome.
I'm expecting them to. They've done that since they pulled that off with not only one, but 2 Yamato-class battleships.
Yep.
They can probably do it with a fleet carrier. They probably started on that before they announced the fact they were going militarized.
Oh, of course they probably did.
Yeah.
Because right now they got two Izumo classes being built, so that's going to be their assault carrier.
No, they're
Yeah,
already
they
in
got
service.
Service, and then I think 2 more being built.
No, Izumo's finished. Kaga's still having the last finishing touches put on.
Yeah, but remember, those are still helicopter destroyers. I mean, they're a step towards an aircraft carrier. It's an evolutionary step.
What I'm calling them assault carriers. They're actually helicopter carriers that just carry in Marines as well as helicopters.
Yep.
Basically the same thing as the Essex class that the Americans have.
Yeah, it's basically a
but
bit
without a
smaller
well
Essex.
deck. Without a well deck, they cannot launch proper amphibious
That's
assault.
the start. Probably using the Izumo as a test basis.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's with all the ships, with all the flat tops that Japan has, we see an evolutionary step. The ships are getting bigger, getting better to accommodate the role of a future amphibious assault ship, and then eventually an aircraft carrier. But again,
Yeah.
an aircraft carrier to happen.
Izumo.
Izumo, yes,
is 200 meters, or either I think between 30 and 200 meters shorter than the Kaga and Akagi in World War II. So they're not going full size yet.
Yeah. Look, you'll see the first clues that the Japanese will be building an aircraft carrier soon when they start to look at carrier-based aircraft. And I'm not talking about the F-35A, which is not an aircraft carrier-based plane.
Oh, they'll be looking at 14s and 18s.
Yeah, when you start, if you see them looking at the F-35C, which will probably become the West standards, the most standardized carrier fighter plane of 5th generation in the West. Then again, I see also the possibility that they will look into the Rafale.
Yeah.
What other aircraft there is? Surprisingly, there are not a lot of naval-based fighter jets. Hey,
Not even the Typhoon?
No, the Typhoon is not carrier-based. There was discussion about the possibility of a naval version for the Royal Navy, but it didn't come to fruit. Especially considering that the Brits went back and forth with their own aircraft carrier design, going from a stowbore to the cattle bar, then back to a stowbore.
Also, I don't think the Brits are ready to give up the Harrier just yet.
Yeah.
I don't blame them. It's a nice jet.
It is.
By the way,
it's a lot
Nick
better
Crex,
than the F-35, that's for sure.
By the way,
Yeah.
Nick Crex here is asking about Chinese bases in Argentina.
What is China doing in Argentina?
I got some information
Trying
about
to take
that.
over.
Here's some background information. Several months ago, there was a deal between Argentina and China about the possibility of establishing a base of communications for the Chinese space program and a telescope, I believe. However, this facility, it would be built by Argentine construction companies, this down there in southern Argentina and Patagonia. This base would, however, be operated by elements of by people and staff of the Chinese space program, which I believe is a division or is dependent on the People's Liberation Army Air Force. So it would be, in effect, a Chinese military base in southern Argentina. And southern Argentina is considered by many here in Argentina itself and around the world as a very strategic location to place a military base because, one, it's close to the Strait of Magallanes, which is one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world. And then, of course, you have, as Nick just pointed out in the chat, water sources, fresh water sources.
No,
So
like that,
China's going to see it as a way to take your water and also to watch your shipping.
Well, here in Argentina, there is a lot of talk about the need of improving the local defenses because we think our water is going to be much more important than, say, oil. Oil will eventually run out. Water is going to be a much more urgent issue because, well, if you run out of oil, yeah, it's a bugger that you cannot start up your car. But if you run out of water, you're in deep, in the deepest of shit. Like, you would be absolutely buried in shit.
Yeah.
You would have to smell it. You would have to like
Actually, at my work, we're getting a forklift called Raymond. The Raymond operates off of a hydrocharged battery, so it's like a battery you put water in, which could be the future for a lot of things, like a hydrotonic battery.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that is such a bad idea. Because...
Oh, it completely is. We have to wear eye protection, or else we'll risk getting battery acid in our eye.
Nice.
Fun!
And gold in Los Andes. Well, surprisingly,
you thought you had it bad.
this one
I
is
could
for
risk
Nick.
losing my eye.
This one is for Nick Rex in the chat. Around here in San Juan, the issue, we have a gold mine, a Canadian company, by the way, Barrick Gold, that actually has, I believe, one or several excavation projects in the Argentine Andes, digging for gold. However, they are shutting down production, or they're looking forward to shutting down their production because it is no longer profitable.
That's because the dollar is suffering horribly.
Yeah, that's part of the reasons. Yeah, Nicholas is mentioning the contamination on the water. I can assure you that the issue of contamination of the water is actually a topic that has been exaggerated, and I know this for a fact. Well, sorry, and I shouldn't say it for a fact.
Did you drink the water?
No, I didn't drink the water. But my father actually did the studies on the levels of pollution in the water near the area where the current mine is located. And the levels, the normal levels of pollution in the water, the natural pollution, because water doesn't come off clean out of mountains, are the same levels as you would find in any other day today. So the issue of contamination by the Barrick Gold has been taken out of context. You take measurements of the water today, right now, and yes, the water is polluted. It may not be even good for human consumption, but that's how the water comes normally out of that mountain. Yes, there were higher levels of cyanide, well, a solution of cyanide in the water after an incident a couple of months ago where there was a leak.
Cyanide in water is not a thing, Panzer.
No, it's a solution based on cyanide. It's a mix, but it's not pure cyanide. It's what they use to actually extract gold from the rock. They extract the rock, but they don't. It's not like it's pure gold. So they use cyanide in a process to actually get rid of the rock and just leave the gold.
It could be worse. They could be in Alberta. With all the fucking oil sands and all that.
They probably were already there. Doc, sorry about the doc. Anyways, my mother used to work in the local Ministry of Mining Affairs as part of the environmental issue. And yeah, she tells me for a fact that the levels of water that are being shown on TV as an example of pollution are in fact the normal levels of water pollution that come already from those mountains. Cacho, the name of the place where this mine is yeah, it's not exactly the best of places. It's not. It's a freaking mountain. It's a freaking desert. You're not gonna find.
It's a mountain desert?
Yes. It's a desert.
To quote the fantastic movie Spaceballs, We ain't found shit.
I love that movie. Gotta watch it again.
Spaceballs, the flamethrower.
Flamethrower. You could say the same about me after Indian food.
And ovnis, UFOs. Wait, do we have ovnis? Sorry, UFOs over here?
What?
Necrox is
Those are
talking
just
about-
weather balloons.
Yeah, weather balloons. Nothing more. You saw nothing. You saw nothing.
I swear to God, I didn't do anything to your weather balloon or whatever you want to call it.
Keep, I know you alien kind. Keep your probes, away from me.
No.
Ever.
Yes.
No.
Oh.
No probing in this podcast. Probing
I
is
will probe
banned.
you all I want.
Cuso is asking about where is
At least
Andy.
we're not probing Uranus.
Andy is probably somewhere deep in uncharted regions of Quebec with his unit.
Training for war. Training to be a soldier. To be a man.
He's a weekend warrior, basically.
He is.
That
That's what
sounds.
if he's, I can't remember. Andy, regular or reservist?
That sounds actually. I don't know. Weekend soldier. That sounds derogatory.
Well, I mean, like, after the training, he probably has to check in, like, once a weekend or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the term weekend warrior.
Another question
And
from
if
Ian.
And they're not technically as well trained as regular infantry.
Yeah.
What is the spiciest food you have eaten, you guys? Absolutely not related to military affairs, but
Cajun MRE.
U.S. Army MREs. Just kidding. I had to keep it military related. But, I don't know.
I'm trying to remember. I did eat something very spicy. Oh
I
yeah,
would've loved something
paprika
very
goulash
spicy.
in Berlin.
Oh.
I was told by the
Satan's
waitress. I was in Berlin in 2009, and I was in this restaurant, typical German restaurant, and I asked for the paprika goulash. The waitress tells me, "Are you sure you want to have that?" Well, let me tell you, people tell us it is pretty spicy, and I am like, "Bring it on!" Yes, it was spicy. It was also
Are you sure you want to die?
Yes.
Yes. Here's my last will and testament.
And this is where they give you the safety waiver when you eat the food.
Yep.
I mean, Jungle Jibs has you sign a safety waiver when you try their insanity wing.
Really? Oh, I want to go now. I'm not going to sign it. I'm
go.
going to
It says
I'm
on
getting
the menu,
hungry
you
now.
must sign safety
Shoot.
Me too. And I just had dinner like an hour or two ago.
Same. I blame Aeon.
And
He got us hungry and talking about food.
fried potatoes with black pepper. Ooh, nice.
That was nice.
Very delicious. So we are about, let me check, we are about 58 minutes into the Panzercast. We're nearing the
The climax.
climax.
Are you sure it's not the anticlimax?
God damn it.
Back
This is very anticlimatory.
It is indeed. So,
Is that like
I
an
don't know.
STT?
Do you guys want to talk about another topic? Try to extend this for another 15 minutes? Maybe.
I don't know, but really this is like just a test of the podcast. I wanted to call it the Panzercast Live Fire because that sounds cool.
Live fire. You know what I
Yeah.
do like?
Really.
I like fire. I like fire engulfing everything.
We need
Fire.
flame inverters.
God
Yes.
damn it, this is why we don't give you the lighter.
Ah,
This
yes.
is why
Is that why you give it to me?
and
No.
Pierre cannot shoot us.
Well, it can't be worse than me in Project Reality with a gun.
No. Worse, Yuri. I'm pretty sure it's worse than the Dukes of PR.
Oh God.
So when's the next time we're gonna be playing Project Reality? Because I'm really itching for some PvP gameplay.
Don't you fucking dare.
Oh come on! I want to play with another humans.
You're playing with us, and we're human.
Okay,
No.
here we go.
But I want to play against other humans.
My PR is still fucked up.
How so? Because of the
For
mumble?
everybody listening, I am
Yeah.
putting a link in the Panzercast. This is what I mean by the Dukes of PR and how stupid Yuri is.
I'm not that stupid.
So go ahead and watch the link.
Let me see if I can actually stream that as well. It's
I
gonna...
love it.
Oh, yes. Stream it. Stream it.
Let me see if
Stream
it's
it.
gonna...
Duke, I'm sorry if this brings back bad memories.
It brings back wonderful memories. Nothing like getting crushed under the tracks of an Abrams. That's right.
It was a glorious
the best
time we
accident
had.
ever.
Okay, I can see the friendlies.
Alright, it's running.
We are here to relieve you.
Suddenly tank. Oh.
And that is why Yuri is not allowed to
Okay, I can
jump
see
in
the
the tank.
friendlies.
No, that is why you're not allowed to drive near me.
Hello! We are here to relieve you.
And it's funny because we were the relief force.
I know, I'm just following a regular Humvee next to us. Yuri go over and jump. Duke explodes. I smack into Yuri, then I blow up.
Oh yeah, that part happened too.
Ian is asking how tall we all are. How tall?
6 foot.
In
5'10".
In metric system, please.
Okay, fine. 180
Yeah,
I don't know.
meters.
185. Hey, I'm
think-
taller than you.
I have
Who?
no idea what the fuck 5'10" is in metric.
Me neither.
It's 180. It's 180 centimeters.
Wait, we go through Canadian. We're used to doing things in feet and inches.
Wait, I thought
Yeah.
Canada was using the metric system and only.
No, we use imperial.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they're changing it over for new generations, but me and Yuri were brought up on imperial.
Yeah, I was brought up on Imperial as well.
You imperialistic
Gotta
bastards!
say, fuck.
Long live the Empire.
Hey, we use kilometers instead of miles, so we're still not freaks.
Okay, yeah, you're forgiven. You're forgiven. For now. Text form. So Zach is 180. Yuri is.
I'm probably the same height as Zach.
I'm 6 foot.
6 foot. And you, Striker?
If Zach's 5'10", then I'm the same as him, so 180.
180.
Haha, I'm taller than you.
Now, mind you, that's 180, but I haven't had that checked in God knows how many years.
Yeah, I still have to get measured and all that too.
Now, that was when I got my cap down from grad when I was like 16.
Panzer, you still have to put your height in.
My what?
Your height.
Oh, it's 185 meters.
Centimeters, you mean? 180 meters.
No,
Who the fuck is that tall?
185 meters. 1.85.
Centimeters.
1.85 meters.
I am going to fucking rip your tongue out.
No, I said 1.85 meters.
It's centimeters. If I was 180 meters, I'd be essentially the same height as Gypsy Danger.
If I were 1.85
Okay, I
centimeters, I would be
actually-
freaking Ant-Man.
80-meter tall Zach playing an alien freak of nature.
Panzer, centimeters is still tall.
Oh,
Not
actually,
1.85
that's not
centimeters.
that tall.
Learn your metric system, man. Learn it.
30 centimeters, Yuri? 30 centimeters is a foot.
Yeah.
He is 5'7".
So
Andy's so tiny.
yeah, 180 centimeters is almost right, Yuri.
Well, Asians
Yeah.
are not known to be tall, except for that Chinese basketball player.
Actually, depending on their generation type in Canada and how used they are to the Canadian or like the Western diet, they get pretty tall.
5, 6, yeah. 180 centimeters is almost 6 feet.
Yeah.
Alright, do we have another topic aside from height, or should we call it a day and start playing? Because I really want to drink
Wait.
my beer, I want to get drunk.
Why does Aeon care how tall we are?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
get it. You're just teased that you cannot be in Evo's chat. Stop asking us random shit.
Jesus Christ! He's taking
Dude, that's
information
below
from
the
us.
belt.
He's building.
Shots fired.
Oh, jeez.
He wants to build a life-size, one-to-one scale statue of us.
For what
I'd be-
purpose?
If you're gonna build a statue of us, give me a long schlong.
Yeah, just put in a third pant leg for him.
Yeah, I'm a
From
tripod.
the back.
Yuri, I'm not entirely sure it's not healthy.
Gooey.
So, alright. Enough jokes on Ian's, no offense, Ian. We're just having a little bit of fun. Worry.
Tellrog is enjoying himself in this video.
I
Duke, you mean
Duke,
Duke?
are you doing pornography on the side again?
No.
Let me see. No,
Oh, it's our armored warfare video.
oh, that's the one, the AW highlights. Oh,
Yeah.
I saw it.
Oh, is that the one with the Dukes on? Okay, yeah, I think that's the one we're all in.
Anyways, should we call this a day? Because we're pretty well past
Yeah.
the hour. Alright.
Might as well.
I do. Yeah, we're well past the hour. No, or we're right on time. One of the two.
Alright, we should try to do this next Friday again. Although,
Yeah,
possibly,
sorry.
Yeah.
We've just been busy because I have work.
yeah, something might show
And
up
Paz
again.
has been going to the,
Oh yeah, Pan's has been going to otaku cons.
Yes.
Nerd. Join me
Fucking
at
otaku.
Comic Cons.
Zach, get us 501st costumes.
Okay. You guys want 501st?
We want to join the
What
Legion.
Well, which costume do you guys want? Do you want white armor? Do you want Imperial Officer? I need details.
There's just too much. Just
There's a lot of choices.
Alright, guys. Let's end the stream and the podcast here. Let's try to be on next Friday. And let's try to bring up some topics as well. We have a whole week to think of them. Actually, last time we had about 3 whole weeks to think of them, and then when the
Answer,
moment
you and
came,
Fury had to be around, and no offense to you two.
Next time we'll have 4 weeks. Lol.
yeah,
Actually,
It's not
November
freaking
and
dope.
December are going to be very, very iffy for me.
no excuses. Friday nights.
Well, sorry if I'm probably going to have to work overtime and all that shit.
It's the same thing for me. I don't know. That's a slim chance I'll be working Saturdays where it's a skeleton shift, but I could get a call freaking 5 o'clock in the morning.
Alright,
Yeah, that's
alright.
true. I
If
might
it's
have
not-
to work Saturdays as well for
it's
November and
If
December.
it's not Friday, then we'll see in another time.
Like, that's the biggest problem for me is I'm on call, so I can be called in wherever the fuck.
And my boss says we may end up having to unload 4 40-foot containers a day.
Ow!
Nice.
Fun! Beer
And we do it by hand!
You figured that
Jesus
by 2015
Christ.
we would already have robots doing that stuff, but no, we still have humans doing that dirty work.
Actually, to load the containers, there's probably an entire Chinese army doing it.
But when it comes to loading the trucks, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. But I mean, like, on these boxes, you can see the little shoe prints on it. Tiny feet.
Alright, I'm in the stream. I'm gonna bid
Roger.
farewell, guys. Thanks for watching. And
Just hope we all don't die a horrible blazing death tomorrow.
which we
Yay.
probably will.
Or actually, depending on how our gaming tonight goes, Panzer may be crucified, so there may not be another stream. It's been nice knowing y'all.
Yeah. Wait, Striker, did you just say y'all?
No.
You
He's
did.
a southerner.
Traitor.
Alright,
Uh,
awkward silence. I'm gonna end the recording here. Bye-bye!
Still Satan.
What?
Exactly.
Yeah. Alright. I'm stopping the recording here before you say something more indecent now. Because I know you.
Big jubbly wobbly boobles.